Forgot about it because you got blasted by the BSJ Grant Nahaz.
I thought you were just going to stop with you because you got blasted. The guy was smashed watching those games.
No, you got blasted by the Nahaz BSJ Grant Knowledge Bomb.
That's true. It was very distracting.
So you really, honestly, as a spectator, you didn't notice it. Yeah, you didn't even think about, wow, there's a lot of strategy time here. It's different when you're just staring at the draft like, so.
And there's this man just screaming at
Any
you
additional
on the
thoughts about Arc Warden? We've got another 30 seconds here.
Doing some dances.
Okay. I'm excited to see this silencer. I want to see this silencer win just so I can rub it in your face.
Okay. I mean, I doubt it. I don't know. I don't know why I hate this hero so much.
I don't think Silencer's that bad. He's definitely situational. He's made of paper. He doesn't bring a lot of control, but he's got so much utility.
He just got overpicked. I feel like that it's partially my hate for him.
That's fair. I'm with you there. It's like a radio station when you hear that same Miley Cyrus song over and over. I don't hate Miley, but I just can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah. It only works if it's T-Swift, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, T-Baby I can listen to all day. It's fine, but
yeah, I'm out on Miley.
Harsh criticism here at the Kuala Lumpur Major.
The Yang Necrophos. You've hyped this thing up, though. I hope it lives up to the potential.
I hope he dies like 6 times in lane. Just GG.
Are we actually going to see a fight over the bounty rune, though, here, Trent? This is a change of pace. Paparazzi, the one in the front line, they're trying to get this damage out onto the Weaver, and oh my god, Crit just gets evaporated.
Fly got the rune at the very least. So they're looking for 3.
Good. They're probably going to be able to get this other one here, but Vici are in hot pursuit. That Lunar Blessing, man, it makes a big difference. Another stun, S4, getting pretty low. They'll bring him down. That's 2 kills for Vici. Crit, though, he TPs in, maybe looking for a counter kill, some vengeance. Not going to have the damage, though. Great start for Vici.
Yeah, definitely. Instantly goes and grabs a stick from the side shot there for Paparazzi, so well prepped for some tri-lane Dota.
Hey, this is a nice change of pace, though, Trent. We've seen nothing but dual lanes today.
Yeah, that's going to put the Arc Warden and the Necrophos in the bottom lane. Shouldn't be too exciting. Nothing too crazy. Likewise in the mid. So we're just going to hang out up here.
Yeah.
That's a safe place to be, I think.
I think so. Pugnalina, fairly safe as well. Some action on the Crit. He's going to be forced back. Shikuchi will keep him safe. Now the stun on to Fly.
Oh, he didn't get... Oh, okay, there we go.
This is an awkward tri-lane for EG.
Oh,
I think Fly's going to get brought down. Fade, he wants it. The Ogre, he's too slow, but he has the stun.
Dude, the confidence there. Do you see he tossed out the tower? He's like, no, I got this.
Sal from DY. Vici continuing to dominate. They've definitely got the better tri-lane. Ogre, Bane, Luna, very nasty.
Level 1, like Lunar Blessing, Ogre. Oh, that sentry! He's dead.
Yep. Silencer, Weaver, definitely not your dream support duo in a try-on-try scenario. Pretty light on stuns.
Silencer,
Hey, man, I didn't say a tri-lane was his way to shine, especially with a Weaver. I mean, they just don't have anything. Even S4
save
now.
Him, Silencer, save
Run!
him.
Oh, no, I'm already eating my words. Curse you, Silencer.
Well, he curses them.
Yeah, I mean, this really is an awful tri-lane. Like, how does EG salvage this? Do you abandon and try to rotate and just let the Centaur leech? I mean, what? I don't think you can go head-to-head now. It's 5-0. You already lost the lane.
I'll figure it out.
Sick analysis. Okay.
Well, I mean, what else can you do?
What's what I'm asking you that question right now.
Okay, well, the answer is nothing. You just keep ramming your head into the wall here, and then Arteezy gets a solo kill on Yang.
Okay, well, that's definitely something. But wait, back up top. I mean, it's just EG running from Vici here. Lunar Blessing is also god tier in this situation. Yeah. It's the perfect spell.
But, I mean, like, they have to run out of resources, right? Like, they committed a lot. So this Ogre is back there. He's the pull. He's to restabilize the lane. The Bane's running low on mana. So even with all these deaths, you do keep coming back with, like, full mana and everything. Fly's going to cancel that pull. So they'll stabilize up top.
It's true. Especially once the experience comes out. I mean, Silencer, he definitely scales well with levels. Underwhelming at level 1, but definitely do some damage with a little more XP under his belt.
So one thing that's interesting about the setup, too, is that they're forcing a 1v1 for an Arc Warden, right? Whereas this is a guy that actually benefits a lot from the 1v1s because of the way that the Flux works. Because he's not, you know, he has to, like, move near the other units and stuff. Can't just share it with heroes.
Up top. Arc Warden Necrophos. Is Arc Warden supposed to win this lane? Should we be surprised that Arteezy got a solo kill against Yang? I didn't get to see the build-up for it.
It's not one you see too often, but I think if it's a pure 1v1, it's going to go the way of the Arc Warden, simply because like how it works, right? Because of Flux. Like, you just have to be constantly worried about that. He's just like pushing him off the wave and then fluxing him. It's also someone who just like abuses a lot of magic damage too, so it's hard for the Ghost Shroud to work. Has long cast ranges too, so he can try and like work it. Oh my god, look at that damage on Yang. Yang is not prepared for this matchup.
I think Yang's going to go down here again. Arteezy basically gets a solo kill. Flies comes in to get a +2 there, picks up an assist for himself, but your Yang Necrophos not looking so great here, bud. Both of our predictions.
Bulba was right. Bulba knew they would go Necrophos. He had the counter.
I mean, you did call that. There's no way they didn't let it get through and not have a strategy. So it's nice to see that they had maybe a quote pocket pick in that Arc Warden. DY, are you all right?
So this is how you fix the lane, right? As it's forced them out of this tri
rotate an Ogre down, that's how you fix it?
Well, I mean, that fixes the top lane.
Oh, for EG. Just have Arteezy dominate so hard that they've got no choice but to break it up.
Yeah.
And it is true. I mean, Necro is not a great hero from behind. Part of what makes this hero so strong is his ability to get ahead early.
I think DY is dead.
Yep, he absolutely
he
is up top.
He was killing S4. He was quite wrong.
He got killed by S4.
This was the DY problem at Hamburg.
Just the unsavory death in the laning phase?
His name is very, it kind of shows what he's doing. He was dying. That was it. Over and over in lane.
So now down bottom, Arteezy feeling the pressure of the Ogre. Fade using that big body to block him out. Yang trying to close the gap, but they can't get there in time. The Arc Warden survives. Meanwhile, back up at the top bounty rune, DY trying to set it up on crit, but oh my Lanta, they don't have detection.
Yeah, not too surprising. They spent the sentries in lane. Gets a bit rough. Lane is making the full rotation down bottom. Or, he'll just stop short of the bounty rune. He's like, yeah, I know they're a little low, but you guys got that, right?
Dude, look at this silencer putting
look
the
at
hurt.
Yang.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Yang. Flies like pushing him back completely. Spark Wraith also helping out. That's a Tempest double now. Arteezy hits level 6. They do bring down Fly, but maybe some counter kills. Yang, he'll go down next.
Oh, Tempest double. Use the stick.
Nowhere for Fade to go.
Oh, Arteezy, no, the micro.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was not ideal. I think Arteezy's keyboard might have come unplugged there. That was really awkward. I'm not sure what happened.
Just got a little mixed up there, it looked like.
Okay. Well, happens to the best of us. Definitely a sign of life for Vici down in the bottom lane. Some much-needed kills there.
Unfortunately, it was 600 gold to the Ogre. I'm not sure how much that helps that lane.
That's a good point.
That puts him above the Necrophos. Well, and the Centaur, for that matter. I mean, Fade is just slaying it. This guy, 3-0-4. Shout out to your boy. He already has an urn on the Ogre. And you were hating Ogre.
That's pretty legit.
What did the Ogre do, he said.
I think I might have just been hating DY. I think that might have been my problem there.
It's a common trend.
I mean, for real, Fade is making the Ogre look a lot better than what we saw in the first game. I'm feeling the impact of the Ogre, and that was my big gripe.
That's all I ask of you.
Well, just feel the Ogre, please.
Just touch him up there.
Paparazzi is having a great laning phase, though. He is the real breadwinner here. Number one on net worth.
Game last game.
No.
No game.
Yeah, it was brutal. But 1-0-3, 34 CS. This lane really could not be going much better for him.
I don't know if Bloodlust is Necromos to salvage something here, but even, oh my god, he's so much damage. He's also being Arcane Cursed here, too. He just keeps popping spells. Oh, look at the range, too. Just sends him the clone. More spells. Spam them away.
Oh my god, Arc Warden. What an obnoxious laner. Easy kill onto Fade. Fly, going to get the credit for that one. Shuts down a streak for some bonus gold and another +2.
So this is what I was saying about Silencer, though. If you can play in aggressive lanes, he looks really strong. Like the way that the Arc Warden is driving them back, and Fly is just like lapping on. He's dead.
Yeah. That's the Silencer, baby.
Dude, this Arc Warden is, they cannot handle it. It looks like they have no idea how to play against it.
It was a great pick from EG. It was a plan they had the whole time. And it's working well. Another pause here. 6-7. Pretty even in kills, but EG feels like they're the ones that are kind of setting the tempo a little bit right now. Even though that Luna is doing really well in the top lane. Man, it's like the offlaners is where I see the disparity. The Centaur's not having a great game, but that's okay. Centaur's a hero that can recover pretty well. He's got a global ultimate. He is going to be involved in team fights. Necro is just that target when he's behind like this. And especially with a hero like Silencer, you can really punish the Necro with stuff like Global. He is very reliant on the timing of his spells.
Speaking of Necro and timings,
uh-huh.
Arteezy's doing the Necro build. I love it.
The Necronomicon?
Yeah, we're in there.
Wow.
He has the double Sage Mask picked up already, so I know a lot of us were kind of clamoring for it, Kyle especially. He was begging to see it when we were casting at Hamburg, but every Arc Warden was just going the more kind of combat build. But this is capitalizing on early pressure, and they have a Pugna. This is very OG-esque, right? They have like this Arc Warden and this Pugna, really quick push. They have a Centaur War Runner. It's almost like those guys won TI or something, and we're like picking kind of good heroes.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Funny how that works, huh? We haven't talked about this mid matchup at all, though.
There's mid heroes?
Pugna and Lina.
0-0-0. It's funny.
It's absolutely dead even.
You see a game like this, and you go back and watch this replay. This mid matchup was probably like super interesting, actually. Like seeing the small little twists and turns they're each doing, because it is a complete and utter pure 1v1.
Oh,
There's been zero interference whatsoever. So, maybe go check it out, guys.
You look at the CS, and right now Pugna 51-12 compared to the 42-6 Lina. So Pugna does actually have an advantage. It's not dead even, but yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, even I like watching Pugna in 1v1 matchups because part of his power is very nuanced. Using decrep to prevent you from denying or auto attack. He's a very high skill cap hero in those kind of situations.
Against Alina, it's pretty hard too, though, because she has just the Dragon Slaves, which are guaranteed last hits anyway. Like some heroes, is clearly much better than others.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
In terms of tower damage, no surprise that Pugna's putting in the heart.
Mm-hmm.
As all this is going on.
How low is it here?
990. He's got like a third of it out of the way.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
Not bad for 8 minutes. Looks like we're having some minor lag issues here. And I'm going to try again. Hopefully they've been resolved. All right. Seems good so far. Some ultimates soon to come out, though. S4 up top. Going to be in some trouble. DY sets it up with the Nightmare. That's an easy one for Paparazzi. Lucent Beam to finish off S4.
Still have not returned bottoms. We're getting our bearings here, but they obviously just got the kills down bottom. Now the waves pulled back a little bit here. They got a very aggressive ward out here from Fly in the bottom lane, kind of scouting out what Yang and Fade are up to, so they'll know when the Necros is coming back. And Fly is just calmly farming up a hard camp here, so he'll have 6 relatively soon. He's 5.5 already, but they're going to make a rotation at bottom. They really want to kill an RTZ.
And right now, Weaver, the super underleveled hero, level 3 right now.
RTZ's looking real dead right now. Hello.
Oh, here's the wraparound. And initiation from Fade. Arteezy doesn't even have a TP scroll if he wanted to make it out, but he gets Yang on the other side. I don't think there's any way he survived this. Maybe he can kill Fade before he goes down. There's the Eclipse, and they're not messing around. They say, you know what, let's burn the Laguna. Let's use a couple ultis.
Oh,
Fade might still die 3 HP. He actually lives.
Jeez. Man, the fact that he's still able to kill Yang is like, this guy had no TP. There's no way he should be able to kill you. You have a 2-man wraparound gang squad coming, and you force a TP out of Ori. Like, ugh.
Yeah. Arteezy absolutely made the best out of that situation.
This is looking like a Yang Pugna, not a Yang Necrophos. Jeez.
Ori going for the Eul's Scepter next on the Lina, keeping things very standard. And Pugna looking for an Aether Lens. First item.
Standard once again.
Mm-hmm.
How enticing and exciting. Arteezy is TPing to the top lane here.
Yeah, it's like a full lane rotation. Yang respawned, came top.
Filled Crit's bottle for him, too. What a nice guy.
Farm in this easier lane. DY comes in, picks up that bounty rune. Nice little rotation there. He's going to bump right into Arteezy. DY, that's not where you want to be, my friend. Crit comes moving on over, and that is another easy one for Evil Geniuses.
At least he didn't get any wards down that would be instantly countered, so there's that.
Well, that's
something.
True. That is very true.
But Arteezy's here for the catapult wave. So once again, EG they seem to commit for this tier 1 in the safe lane super early every game, because by the time the enemy team rotates to their tier 1, that's when they're taking the mid tower. We've seen that every game so far. Yeah. And they've already chipped away the mid tower so much with this Pugna too that Sumail feels confident that he can just run top, join his team, and they're probably going to get this tier 1 and the mid tier 1 before Vici get either.
Seems likely, especially now that Necro level 1 is out for the Arc Warden, adding to their pushing prowess. So Arteezy, he'll TP mid. Bumps
Finds
right
the
into
Ogre.
Fade. Oh, hello there, Ogre.
With the Necros, too. Oh, my. Is he dead?
Oh, absolutely, dude. This is an Arc Warden.
Oh, what a hero. Oh, if
deny?
Crit gets the kill. Oh, even better. Beautiful. All the experience and gold to a support Weaver.
That's the real dream
That's
right
a
there.
feed right there. I mean, a clone Arc Warden coming in, getting the kill, that really hurts.
Yeah.
And he's still going to get this tower. He still has the catapult. S4 is holding the wave. And Fly, he's been resorted to going to the trees and just TPing away because he knows the pressure's coming. But
Mid-tier
again,
1 also
they're-
goes down.
They did it. They traded 2 for 1. And there's still some time here before VG actually claim this bottom tower.
Yeah. No glyph available for EG, so tough to try to make a rotation and defend. Instead, it looks like they'll keep pressuring up top. They've still got this siege creep. They've got the Pugna up here with a haste rune in the bottle. Another blast will start coming out. Ori, first one to make the rotation, but they're just going to dive past. Stampede used. They want this Lina, and they will find it. S4 tanks the Laguna Blade. Not going to be enough for a kill.
They
Fade
punish the
forced to
greed,
walk
dude.
away.
Like, they wanted to secure that tower down bottom.
Well, Paparazzi uses the Eclipse. That'll give him an easy kill onto the Centaur. Any more cleanup coming out from Vici. Arteezy on the run, tanking some tower shots.
He's
Maybe a
looking to
turn
it
onto
with haste.
Ogre. Decrep into the Q from Pugna. It's a lot of damage. Fade does survive, but
Yeah, Sumail had the ulti, but she's a little bit wary about getting stunned up after. Nice grip.
it's interrupted. There's that global, but crit brought down by the Reaper's Scythe. There's still a
chase down
victory
here.
for Vici.
All right, OTZ, can you save them? 10 seconds. So they're going to try and fight this together.
Oh, Paparazzi pretty low. DY low as well. Paparazzi goes down immediately.
Oh,
Arteezy's
the heals!
still alive. Are they actually going to be able to do this? Now Yang getting low.
The boys!
Oh,
Fly comes in to
Oh,
help grab the
no.
last bit. Sumail, he survives. Even through that urn with the wand.
wow.
He should
He's
be
going to
okay.
live. 14 HP. Oh, my.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
pretty
goodness.
disastrous for Vici Gaming there. A nice tip onto Sumail. Fly getting some extra int out of that as well. He's +8.
That was almost 4K damage from Sumail right there. But between dropping down the Nether Ward
That
as they're
was-
like diving in there, Arteezy making the clone, dropping a couple more Necros out there. Or he was close to the clone. Almost had it back up.
Now
but-
down bottom, Ori going to be caught again. S4 sets it up and crits there with some extra damage. This Lina losing a lot of momentum after having a pretty good start against the Pugna.
That's 2 deaths in a row where she
Yeah.
just gets Stampede killed.
Yeah.
It's just like they just run on top of her. It's like, oh, I really don't have an answer to this, do I?
Yeah, with Brown Boots Yule, she's not that fast yet. And the Yule Scepter just kind of sets it up for Centaur if she uses it, so it's the right idea. Well, battle for some vision. DY trying to do some D-ward. They'll kill him and then finish off the ward that he just dropped down. That's double whammy.
Whammy. Sumail finds another haste rune here. Is it just having S4 on your team? Is that where it just comes from? Just doesn't matter if he picks them up or not. They just suddenly appear everywhere, so you have one in every engagement. It's
Guess
very
so.
convenient. I mean, he has
Whoa.
Stampede too. This is like his hero.
Fly wraps around, dies to get that ward down. Looks like it's been pinged out.
Yeah.
That one's a little bit unfortunate.
But Blink Dagger for S4 at the very least, so space.
Yeah, always a key item on the Centaur. S4 also choosing not to get another item before the blink. We were talking about that earlier today. Usually you see the Hood or the Vanguard come out first, but
He didn't have a lane. That's
straight
why.
for the mobility tool.
Yeah. Like his team got to a point where they could just start killing people, and it's more valuable there because like he couldn't get that early hood or something. They need his initiation. Arteezy just got his Midas too.
Yep. Ori scouted out by Crit. Could be yet another setup. The bugs fly through Yule's Scepter, but a great global stops the combo from Lina. Now she doesn't have a Yule's to get rid of it herself. Crit trying to finish him off under the tower and will not be successful. Ori actually tanks it and brings him down. Now Sumail gets killed by the Reaper's Scythe. However, they do get the counter kill onto DY, and Yang going to be hard-pressed to survive this one. He is regenning up quite a bit, but they're going to chase him down, and the right clicks will be superior. Still not a bad fight for Vici. 2 for 3. However, a triple kill for Arteezy.
Crit was really close getting off that time lapse too.
Yeah.
Almost able to spot. I thought he actually got it off, but
Me too at first,
Yeah,
but
it
just
looked
too
like
much
it.
damage. It was a really close one.
So Luna just gets right back to farming.
A golden thread.
It's kind of okay. It's no real gold shift whatsoever. It's like a 50 gold change for
Yeah.
the sake of VG, but pretty much nothing. Oh, is there Stampede up here? Oh, they don't even need it. They'll just blink on top of the Lina. So Ori Fuel's up in the air.
Again, not going to be able to survive this one. Ori
-2.
having a pretty rough game now that the lanes have broken down. Seems like he's been that target that EG are punishing over and over. How much inch are we up to? It's 14 on the silencer at 16 minutes. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah, no, Fly's having a really good game, actually. And, like, the impact of the global definitely saved. That's what created that whole fight up top with Sumail and Arteezy. That whole chase down in the trees was only because they had the global cancel. I mean, I don't know how much that's on silencer's part, or if that's VG picking Bane into it, but either way, I'll allow it.
Look at what Crit's doing. He's got an urn. He's got a spirit vessel coming.
Yeah, he knows. It's a good game this time. Last game, it was a good game for the Medallion. He's no fool.
Great game for the spirit vessel here.
Yeah, Necrophos. Even just a Luna with the Mask Madness.
Yeah, that's true,
Not
actually.
too bad.
Ogre also getting a spirit vessel. Things slowing down a little bit. Arteezy now has the Maelstrom coming out, so that core kit on the Arc Warden really coming online. I think Boots of Travel probably up next.
Yeah, it's interesting how this Necro 1 has been buffed enough that people feel confident just chilling with the Necro 1 is a really good farming item. It's basically a second Midas.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
I mean, it basically, like, you just shove it down waves. It helps you take towers. It helps a lot in team fights, of course, but...
No, you're right.
It's
It's like a hybrid tool, though. It's not just for fighting. It's pushing, it's farming, it's everything. You can clear out the jungle super fast with it.
It's just a lot different than it used to be. Because, like, now the cooldown's 80-some and lasts for 60. It's great.
Yeah, you're definitely right. There's a pretty long window where you'd see Necro books picked up just as a means to an end to get to Necro 3.
It was like you wouldn't even pop it. You wouldn't even use the Necro before. There'd be like 2 recipes flying out to you on the courier, so you just trying to hold
remember, there was a long window there where it felt like Necro was underwhelming because of how much golden experience it gave away when they killed the units. So it always felt like don't use it unless you know you're going to kill something.
It still is pretty bad, honestly.
Yeah, but now it's been buffed the other way to kind of compensate. I think for a long time it was just...
That's true.
It was underpowered. It was just an underpowered item. Which is fine because there was a good window there where it was a broken item, and we all got pretty sick of that. So
the old limit on Necros.
Initiation again. DY walks uphill straight into him, but Paparazzi, the BKB Eclipse, isn't going to be enough damage. Arteezy makes it to the Necro, trying to run back the other way, but he will still go down. The Tempest double, doing a little bit of damage. Globals come out. S4 with a great stomp onto 2. Fade very low. They're going to be able to finish him off, but can they get more? The rest of Vici starting to split their way. Necro kind of left behind. The decrep, the right clicks, it's just too much. A 1 for 3.
Man, that looks so good.
And maybe a 1 for 4. Ori gets left behind.
It's like you instantly kill the Arc Warden and you think, oh, we can fight. Like, they're down a hero, but they just hold that high ground position. The great stomp coming out from S4.
And his Tempest double was still up. So it was sort of like they didn't really kill a hero.
It did like as much damage as Sumail in that engagement. And now they're pushing forward onto the tier 3.
Not really much of a response for Vici. I mean, they do have 2 buybacks on the Necro and Lina. You really don't want to use them at this stage of the game, but at the same time, you don't want to just hand this tier 3 over for free. EG are going to sit back and just let Sumail slowly chip it down.
Yeah, there's not enough resources left, though. Like, S4 has 1 stomp. Not really worth going in on that.
Sumail trying to save the Nether Ward here, but unfortunately does hand it over. It's an 80 gold bounty for Vici. A little something.
And now EG just come right down to that bottom lane. Necro's pretty freshly popped here. He's right into the wave. Has the Midas going. Gonna keep the mid. Nope. Gonna keep his phone.
Paparazzi looking for a Dragon Lance now. Pretty good BKB debut, though, for the Luna. That was her 10-second BKB charge.
Yeah, could have been a little better. Maybe like winning the fight would be good.
Right, but I mean, like
nice.
The setup though looked good. Is kind of what I mean.
It's true. They're gonna smoke up here. So they were all down bottom, shadowing Arteezy. He took the tier 1. They're gonna smoke through the mid, heading in towards Roche. They don't want to put too much pressure on that bottom side of the map. Likely a little worried that they could be doing something in this pit, but they'll scout it out with the Spark Wraith. And they're on the hunt.
The Veil of Discord also up on Pugna. Really scary item on him. They've already got so much magical burst, and now it's 25%
they have
stronger.
Stampede here, too, so if their smoke pops, they're fully ready to go in here.
Oh, and they back up. S4 blinks defensively, but Vici still charging in. They're going to bring down the Nether Ward. Almost. Decrep comes out just in time, but it will still fall.
And And with the catapult, they can take that tier 1. Spoke now picked up from Fly, but Arteezy has a catapult in the mid. So he's putting some pressure on with the clone. See if they can make them answer, and they're going to go for the bottom tower at the same time, too. So they're trying to put the squeeze on VG. Once again, make some orange juice here. Pull him away from that Roche pit.
Mjolnir.
Or usually Mjolnir done.
Going for the Mjolnir before the BOTs.
This item is, yeah, that seems to be the play these days. It's so gross, honestly. Like having 2 of the static shields.
Yeah, it's such a point.
Static charge.
It's pretty ridiculous.
Gotta get my nomenclature correct here. And there goes the tier 3.
All right, just like that. I mean, that's kind of the power of the Pugna. You can slow siege like this, and Vici just don't seem prepared to deal with this. Arteezy with the Tempest double, charging it forward, and they've got no choice but to try and kill it. Being a complete nuisance with that magnetic field. They don't even need to finish off the barracks here necessarily for this to be a victory. Eclipse has already been used. There's the Stampede defensively. Silencer caught by the Fiend's Grip. That's the target you want to grab. No global to stop it. But the melee barracks...
Tower. Oh, the Necro.
They might not.
The catapult.
The catapult's going to do it. Cardi for the win. They denied again. Paparazzi 2 for 2 for their own melee barracks mid in this series.
This guy he loves it.
Got to give credit where credit's due. Sick deny, but
he loves slipping it in there in time. They're going to lose their range Rex.
And Pugna's going to finish. You can't stop the Pugna, man. Blink Dagger now up on Sumail.
Yeah, could maybe think about going for the Ags, but instead felt like that would be the better choice for him this game. So just being nice and mobile. Capitalizing on something that they're already very far ahead of compared to VG just because of the nature of the Centaur War Runner, honestly. And now into another tier 2.
Yes, sir. I'm kind of surprised it's only a 3K net worth lead for EG. It feels like more. It really feels like they're controlling
I mean,
this.
all these towers are just like left it on the map.
Yeah.
Largely that's a last disparity, right? 3 of the top 4 belong to the side of VG Gaming.
Yeah.
Despite all the kills me going Radiant's way. As well as just like the slow start of the Centaur War Runner. Like, he still just has Blink and Hood, despite like how much it feels like they've been kind of controlling the game. Just because he started off so slow in the lane.
Well, big damage on this tier 3 already. Vici do not have an answer for this kind of slow siege. Doesn't even feel like slow siege because of how fast the towers are dying, but it's the combination of the Tempest double and this non-stop spam from the Pugna. And that tier 3 is basically dead, just shy of deny range.
It's Bloodlust will be enough to help. Oh, did he? Is that what happened?
Yeah, Sumail had it right on the edge.
He's got a haster into. You know he wants this.
Yeah, Vici are like, come on, little Pugna. No, come on. You can get it.
The water's warm. Come on in.
Eclipse up in 10 seconds, though. And now the BOT is on Arc Warden. So EG have that option to kind of split push if they want to.
Oh, they're going for the smoke wraparound play here.
EG also smoke up, though.
But the power of the Wraith.
Who's going to catch who? Yang pops the BKB and charges in the front. Global silence, though. Not going to be able to do much, and Yang just going to get turned on and dropped. Necrophos falls first, but Arteezy shortly after. Looks like a pretty good Eclipse. Tempest double now goes down. 1 for 1. Sumail gets caught by the Fiend's Grip. That'll finish him off. 2 for 2. Very even fight, Trent, but I think Vici are about to get cleaned up. Fade trying to TP home, and he makes it. It's a close
Spirit
one.
Vessel in the fountain. That's okay. He'll be fine. I thought maybe with the bugs it'd be enough.
A little close, yeah.
Narrowly survives.
But
and they got the kill on Arteezy so fast, but again, there's still so much residual damage left in the engagement that Paparazzi just drops.
Yeah. And they're still going to get the tier 3 out of this, potentially. Weaver, a lot of burst damage here. Nice Yules.
It's actually insane.
Wow.
Like, Arteezy dies so fast, and he still does half the damage of his team.
Yeah. I mean, that's the Arc Warden, man. A little bit of D-warding here. Vici might get punished for this. S4 with a perfect stun on 2.
This play has been used so often lately where you boots a travel onto a wave and they try and kill it, you just glyph it.
Yep.
There's just nothing they can do. Oh, so the tier 3.
Here's the glyph the other way. Buyback from Lina.
That's sure the fall. He leaves the Necros just in case, but it's going in.
Down she goes. Might be able to grab one of these warriors for a little bit of extra gold. That's a nice pick-me-up there.
Send them to the shrines, though. just take care of this, honestly. They're not even going to play that game.
All right.
First game we haven't seen. I guess one of our earlier games had no Rosh either, but 26 minutes in, no one even attempting it thus far. Arteezy can easily get it done with the squad.
Invisibility rune picked up by S4. If they can kill this Lina again, that would be so massive. She just bought back. This is a 9-second BKB charge that she's got here. S4 thinking about the initiation. Pops the BKB. Now going to settle for DY instead. Uses the Stampede. It's a pretty big win. They get a kill and get the BKB.
At least Ori survived, though. That's a straight up GG, honestly. I guess his respawn time is at least still relatively short. But back to the Rosh pit. And EG continue their patient gameplay style. At this point, they only have the mid set of racks. I mean, is this comebackable? They really don't have the best team fight inside of EG Gaming. They have a lot of single target focus, which is helping them kill Arteezy, but we've seen several times his clone still survives. Even they can't even kill like one full hero in that respect. So it seems unlikely that they're going to be able to find a way back into this one.
I'm having trouble visualizing a path for them to be able to do that without EG just throwing the game completely.
It's like Laguna Scythe kills Arteezy and he hasn't popped a clone or something.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much the best way, and then they still have some skills and spells to slap around and maybe.
But assuming EG can continue playing the way that they have been, I don't know. I mean, the Necro has just been shut down from the beginning of this game, laned up against the Arc Warden. He's had to itemize so defensively. Like that last fight at the bottom Dire Tier 2, he pops his BKB and runs in.
He waddles.
And then gets globaled and is like, oh, shit, now what? Oh, man, I think I'm just dead. And he just died through magic immunity. You know, you feel bad for him because he has to buy these defensive items, but they're still not really doing anything.
So they have just scanned, found them all running through their jungle, so instantly they all come bottom. They're like, all right, let's just dodge that.
Aegis is on the Pugna, by the way. He has a Dagon queued up next. A good item against Necro. Fades, smoked up, runs in. Gets a triple cast onto the Pugna, and that'll be the end of the Aegis.
Okay.
BKB used by Ori, though.
Ooh, that's a big deal.
Maybe pulled the trigger on that a little early. Paparazzi uses his BKB. Fiend's Grip gets interrupted. S4 force staff to the high ground. Vici using a lot of precious cooldowns here and not getting much out of it.
That was everything. They have
Scythe. They still have Scythe.
I mean, they have Scythe with nothing else, though.
Yeah, I not great.
Scythe needs friends. Scythe is not a loner.
They just traded Global for 2 BKBs, Eclipse, Luna, Laguna.
That's a good trade deal. They have the best deals.
And Fiend's Grip. That's evil geniuses, baby.
They've renegotiated.
Well, the Tempest double up front. There's the Scythe. Not enough for the kill on Arteezy. He will survive. Paparazzi and Fade both get brought down. Buybacks coming up plenty. 4 buybacks used by Vici. They will hold on here, but so much economic damage done. S4 makes the call. Guys, just back up. We already won that fight. We don't need to do it again. Just back it on up.
Oh, my God. The clone is just in the base, slaying people.
Look at the recap, dude. Negative 3K. Oh, that hurts. 4 buybacks.
Do you think Sumail and Arteezy are carrying this game or what? Look at this. No one else even made like quadruple digits. Like 150 damage from S4. Everyone's just chilling in the back.
Oh, man. EG in full form right now, Trent. Fight in the bottom lane. The Tempest double doing a lot of work. Crit in the front lines. Paparazzi forced to BKB on a sliver of HP. Arteezy chasing him down with his...
Oh, S4. He's still set up here for a 2-man stomp.
Oh!
Get him out of here,
and
dude.
Fade going to get brought down. Vici just getting picked apart. That was such an awkward team fight. It's like the Tempest double was doing so much work. Just the Tempest double.
Yeah, it's done.
I think this game is pretty darn close to over, Trent.
Yeah, they're going to try and hold out. We know how devastating that lower bracket is.
Absolutely.
So if you can find this series win, and you don't have to play like the decider.
When Luna's buying a Blink Dagger, you know that shit's not going great.
Hey, that's a lot better than a butterfly, honestly, at this point. I don't know how much that's going to do.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's probably no perfect item, but still, I get it. He needs some way to be able to hop in without just getting jumped on, but so far from ideal.
The base is haunted, dude.
Yeah,
this is Luigi's mansion.
I mean, Yang just had to BKB and not even really a team fight, just to get out of the race and get back to friendly territory. That's his 8-second charge. And EG are just going to rotate up top. There is a glyph available for Vici, so they'll have an opportunity to perhaps make one final hold.
Man, Arteezy makes this hero look really fun. Look at these ghosts. This is the true techies right now. Yang is just waddling around here trying to survive. Team, please. Save me from the flux.
Ogre and Lina are up. This is the final stand, Trent. They have to hold these barracks. Arteezy very low on mana.
Who is that bold human? Yang. You're crazy.
No.
TP's right in there. He's like, I got a tome.
I mean, EG were kind of freaked out by it. Like, this has to be some kind of weird bait. There must be something that we're not seeing here. Don't go for it. They get the tower, though. An Aghanim Scepter on the way for S4. Another great item on the Centaur. 40% damage reduction.
They feel something, though. Something in the back of their mind screaming at them, please.
They're like, uh-oh.
The runes.
The top
we must
lane.
go back the runes. And so they will.
Oh, boy. You're going to send the Tempest Double right back up top.
So these EG guys, what do you think?
They're looking pretty good.
It's Manta. Oh, no.
Is this going to be...
Oh, no. Oh, Faye, please.
Okay.
Phew.
I got real nervous there for a hot second.
It used to be like Slark was one of the true worst feelings when you're playing support, but I think Arc Warden, since being introduced to Dota, has replaced that. Like when you just get killed by the clone,
yeah,
that really hurts.
I think so. It's partially because Slark has been kind of irrelevant for a pretty long time now, so he's just not that same force. You know, you have like 5 pub games in a row when you're playing position 5, and you're like, ah. But I'm with you, dude.
The clone, it's infuriating because you know how little effort it is from him. He just, TPs the thing across the map and kills you.
Well, Necro in the front
blink.
lines. Paparazzi isn't going to work for him, though. He pops his BKB, and he just gets obliterated through the magic immunity. Yang also, GG gets called immediately. Yeah. They know it's over. No buybacks. It was a noble effort. The Blink Dagger on Luna, like we said, there wasn't really an item he could have bought that would have been markedly better, but can't be a good feeling to blink in like that and just get ripped apart.
They knew it was
That's not great.
I'm quite sure. So.
Ooh, brutal series for Vici here. That was all EG all day. Really not a moment in this series where it looked like they were even nervous about it. Just complete control, absolute domination.
EG, they came prepared. Talked about the fade. Necrophos, I think it was pretty clear how much focus there was in that game. Felt like he had no lane that would look very good to go to. The Arc Warden was... Whew, I feel like they knew that matchup was going to be so ridiculously one-sided.
We've definitely identified an effective 1v1 counter against the Necrophos. I'd like to go back and watch that game because we saw, just watch that lane rather. Yeah. You know, we were looking at the other lanes so much. Arteezy did get a solo kill on him at level 3, I think.
Yeah. And that's one way about why the Silencer is actually kind of good is that the Necrophos doesn't really want to lane against Centaur and Silencer either, right? Mm-hmm. So he can't lane there. He can't lane versus the Pugna. He's going to get destroyed. So they felt forced to put into that Arc Warden lane. And then, this, first off, I will interrupt because that was one of the coolest plays I've seen in a while, right? This whole interaction, EG, Arteezy and Sumail playing so well, that Netherward prop down, Fly finally coming in for the mop and bucket cleanup at the end. Yeah. That was a pretty cool play.
Oh, super clutch. Anyway, highlight so far.
They force that tri-lane up top. They create that 1v1 that just got Arteezy snowballing so hard. Remember, it was 5-0 very quickly in this game.
Yeah, that top tri-lane was as disastrous as it gets.
Yeah. But then the game got bailed out. And then it felt pretty over. Even here 15 minutes in, it was only a 1K lead, but it still felt like, EG were the ones pushing forward. They were the ones taking objectives, and much like Game 3, it kind of felt like versus Aster, they were just never leaving their opponent's side of the map, right? Mm-hmm. When did EG ever retreat back? Never,
Basically never. Yeah, it's a fair point. Luna just felt a little underwhelming this game, kind of as we thought. At least I kind of thought she would.
She feels pretty underwhelming in most games, honestly.
Yeah, except for the beginning. Obviously, in the tri-lane, she is an incredible tri-lane hero. But after that, the impact was not there compared to the cores of EG. And it's not even like he played particularly bad or anything. She just didn't really have that many options.
Yeah. Again, it's always kind of hard with these carry heroes. You're what other heroes would have done that well in that situation? Because
do you think Ori should have maybe played a little better this game? It seemed like he got picked off a lot, and I don't know if that's a testament to EG's positioning or Ori's lack of positioning.
I think he had no one to play with. Like, this Necrophos is supposed to have kind of a good start, and then they play together. They Scythe, they Laguna, they have a numbers advantage. You bring in the Luna, and she plays the role of TV, and you just take objectives.
Yep.
But he had no game on the side of the Necrophos, and then Lena kind of had no buddy. And this comes back to this idea of them always picking the 2/5s. Like, Ogre and Bane, they're not really heroes that pair well. At least I don't feel like they don't roam very well with the Lena, really. I look more towards, you want team fighters or something. You want, like, some solo pick-off kind of heroes, even like an Earthshaker or even the Lion. The EG showed, I feel, are better. So
Sure. It just felt like the lane was a wash mid for the most part, right? Slight CS advantage for the Pugna. That first rotation was underwhelming. Rotated bottom, they kind of disengaged, I think, that first Lena
EG
rotation
dodged,
bottom.
like Fly rotated.
Right.
They used the Pugna took mid, Arc Warden took top.
So that was really the first misstep. And then after that, Ori died like 3 times in a row. And at that point, Lena went from having an okay start to basically not really having a game. So tough decision-making for Ori there, but they just like predicted his movements and played around what he wanted to do so effectively.
Yeah, it helps with the Stampede, too, because several times they just dodged out situations that he was trying to get aggressive, and they also just Stampede on top of him and killed him like 3 times in a row. And his